welcome back to another episode of Templars Talks, number 63. And yes, we have something to talk about. If I talk for myself, I can tell that I quite spontaneously ended up at a festival in Sweden, of which the name I cannot easily say too often on the podcast, because if you search for the name in, for example, Facebook to look for the time schedule, Meta is giving you a warning that, are you sure you want to proceed? Because it could also be interpreted as an event where a lot of violence happened and a lot of deaths. So, yeah. It was in Malmö. There was a lot of death metal and... yeah, I think it was the last edition of this festival. So maybe you already know which one I'm talking about. But apparently, if you're going to metal events, you must be careful what you say. Otherwise, we get shadow banned on whatever, YouTube and everything. And that's not good for our algorithm. So yeah. Malmö's Metal Festival. And after that, I think we have some discussion on Elvira's next week.
An album?
What she's going to see.
Yeah.
Because...
Yes. Lovely things.
Mm-hmm. But let's first look into this Swedish festival. Now, I was
Metal festival.
Not working, in the sense that I was not photographing bands. I randomly got an invite... from Best, so thank you, Best, for inviting me. And I decided why not? It sounds fun. And also, Decapitated was headlining, so I was like, let's go. That's something nice to watch at least. And Best is always fun too, of course. Yes. So during the day I went a bit up to the Swedish coast and enjoy a little, time in peace.
Scenery.
Without metal. But after that I arrived and I saw the first band I saw was Afslut, if I pronounce that on my best Swedish. I saw this band before on another festival in Denmark, I think. They make black metal. They're Swedish, and it's a bit of a variation on the death that the rest of the festival is. It's nice to see, but for me it wasn't. I knew that this wasn't something I would run to, so I watched it a bit from a distance, and I saw. I saw them playing their show, having some good audience interaction, I guess. It was a band that many people liked seeing here today. For me, I mean, I've like I said, I saw them before, so I knew what I could expect from them. Then I went to see Best, the often pronounced as Beast for some reason, but I heard the organization said Best. So, yeah. They were having a lot of energy, and I think we've seen them also together some year ago or 2 years ago. What was it? In a festival? I'm not sure. They're Danish. I think last year they released that album. What was it called? Colossal or something? They played, of course, some songs from that. A very violent drummer, I would say. He went nuts. Also, this band had a huge mosh pit going on, which was nice. Although the space it was in, I was a bit like, oh, I'm happy I'm not standing in the front right now. So, yeah. I kind of enjoyed it also from a bit of distance. I really enjoyed seeing them again. I liked how the audience responded to it. It was really having a good vibe here today, and of course, this festival is having its last edition, and that meant that they were having 2 events in a row. Like, one week was last week, and this was the second week for the festival. Some other big names were Hatebreed. They played the night before, I think, for example. Yeah, so definitely a lot of things for people to enjoy. After Best, I went to the smaller stage where I saw a bit of a grindcore formation. I think they were from Basque, and they're called Mutilated Judge. Now, okay, it was fun to watch, not something that stood out specifically to me. I mean, I've seen a lot of grindcore lately, also in the Stonehenge that comes by, of course. Usually it's surrounded with a bit of a joke, I guess, to make it fun. Some are not, and this, I don't know. I don't know, something was missing. It didn't speak to me too much. But it wasn't the worst that I've seen. So I guess it was all okay as a thing. I also liked that this festival has like two stages, and this smaller stage is very intimate to watch the bands. People got really close, and yeah, nice. Then I went on to the other venue because the headliner, and I want that's Decapitated, so I wanted to see that from a bit better view than from the back. Yeah, I think they played a sort of 30-year anniversary tour, so Decapitated had also something to celebrate. And now we all know that they have dealt with extreme things during tours before. I can see, if you look back in the news sections, you will remember them having some bad luck in the US. But hey, here today they played a very cool set. They had some older songs in there. They had their most most played songs, I guess, and people were really coming for those. But also they took a couple of more obscure songs that you don't hear very often, which I liked also, because I mean, if you've seen the band a couple times, it's always nice to hear a song that you haven't heard before, and I think that was really a thing. I like the Decapitated as a headliner, because usually I see them in the late afternoons if they play somewhere, and now it was really that late night vibe, you know, when people are really going for it. The atmosphere is there, so I was like, yeah, okay, this is totally working out. And I think the audience was quite into it as well. People were very energetic here, I must say that. So yeah, I really enjoyed seeing them here. Yeah, good headliner. I think they could definitely do that more often, and I would really like to see them headlining also a bit on a bit of the bigger festivals, because I think that what I've seen to here today, they're definitely up for the challenge of making that stage theirs. So yeah, kudos to that. Malmö's M festival, M Massacre. Yeah, I had a great time. Thanks for the invitation, and yeah, unfortunately it's the last edition, so we won't be having a new one next year. Who knows if this festival returns, perhaps sometime, but we'll see. For me it was fun to be there, at least, so I have experienced it. And then I guess we can speak a little bit about your upcoming adventure at
Yes. I'm very looking forward, actually, because it's my second festival this year and probably the last. So, we're talking about Dynamo Metal Fest. It's in Eindhoven, in an ice skate rink. So it's not huge ass festival, but cozy enough. I saw the weather is going to be 34 degrees, so it's going to be roasted audience. But I think the last couple of weeks, all the festivals in Europe have been quite hot. So
Yeah.
there is a 3-day festival on Friday. They start a little later in the afternoon.
Yeah, people have to go to
And
work.
there is... or take a day off.
Yeah.
So there is Revocation, Destruction, Amorphis, Thy Artist Murder, and Halloween.
Nice, nice.
Now Halloween is gonna play 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I've seen their show already.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think it's one of those bands that their show is gonna be exactly the same. Maybe even the talks.
Yeah.
I think I might enjoy a little bit of the set, take some photos, edit the photos, and then go to my hotel room and sleep early.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Or catch up with some friends that are around.
That's also possible. Yeah. That's also possible. I know some people. But I'm looking forward to Amorphis, of course. If you listen to that podcast, might understand that I like this band. They play around dinner time, though. Dutch dinner time. So I hope they will have an audience.
Yeah.
Because also the Friday is usually less crowded.
I think people still want to see Destruction, so people probably gonna be around. But Destruction audience is not Amorphous audience, so...
No, so they're gonna have food.
Yeah, I don't know, but at least then they're there. I mean, it's not like the place is empty.
Yes.
So Dynamo is in an ice skating rink, so like, yeah, people can't really go anywhere.
You're contained.
It's not like they can really walk away, you know.
No, that's true. But in my opinion, I think Thy Artist Murder and Amorphis could have swapped places. But that's my personal preference, of course.
Yeah, but don't forget Thy Artist Murder has a specific wild young audience that I expect you to catch a lot of crowd surfers in your necks.
Yeah, but I think the Halloween has a lot of old audience.
Yeah, true.
And Amorphis has a little bit in between audience, so...
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know.
But we'll
see. I'm curious. Yes.
Me too. So I just hope Amorphis has a nice crowd. I'm really looking forward. It's been a while since they played in the Netherlands. And they have their new album. I think they will play the same set list as at the other festivals, so we already could have had a peek at what they're gonna play, so that's nice. Destruction, we could have saw them in Into the Grave. So that's the Friday. So if I go to bed early or... Because on the Saturday we start at 12 o'clock.
They have Till Gunner. I have the juice on Till Gunner, so... Ooh. I'm curious about them.
With the girl who's kicked out of the band.
Yeah, she quit, and that we discussed it, I think, last episode, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still...
And now she put a story back on, my version of the story.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that. And the allegations against, what was his name again? Thomas. That, yeah, sexual assault and such. So, But Dynamo is not the festival that cancels bands easily. So no matter what you do, you can always play Dynamo, I guess. But yeah, we'll see.
I don't know.
They play first,
So
I think.
let me run through the lineup on the Saturday.
Yeah.
And then maybe discuss a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
We have, I go from smaller stage to main stage. We have Damnation, The Cost, Steel Gunner, Fit for an Autopsy, Necrot, Overkill, Employed to Serve, Bleed from Within, Castoret, Primus, Insanity Alert, Slaughter to Prevail, Self-Deception, and Lamb of God.
Yes, Lamb of God. Nice.
So there's another band we saw it two other bands we saw it Into the Grave, Insanity Alert and Self-Deception.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. I never seen so many bands that played at the other festival playing this festival too, but
Please tell me you're going
we talked about Self-Deception.
Please tell me you're going to photograph Castle Rat, because, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Don't skip them.
Yes. No. I won't.
Good.
So on this day, I'm looking forward to actually Castle Red and Lamb of God.
Nice, yes.
I like Bleed from Within, but not from a photographic perspective, but just from an enjoyment perspective. And the rest of the bands, I don't. Just a nice day, I think. But
yeah,
I never saw Primus, I think. So I'm looking forward to that.
They're very
And Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah. Oh, the controversy. This Saturday is gonna have protesters in front of the door. No way. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah. Because they said last year one of those bands played as well. Not 2 years ago. Slaughter played there, but it was some other band. But they expected to have protesters, and there was 2 people.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So, but
we'll see. I just think that band is super scary. If you hear what that singer is all kind of doing stuff, organizing fist fights with the fans or something, like literally, like that's literally what he does. I'm a bit like, I don't know.
Well, do it outside of the festival.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it will be allowed in the festival grounds, because it's a safe festival also for children.
Not at Dynamo, but at some other festival, he literally did that.
Yeah, well.
He literally did that. And I was like, okay, I know Dynamo and net Dutch fans, that would be okay, I guess. I'm not so scared of, but for other festivals I'm less familiar with the audience. I would definitely stay away from the crowds if Slaughter to Prevail is playing, because fans of that band are kind of into what that singer does, so I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be in the circle pit.
Yeah.
No.
I think in Dynamo, the Dutch fans are quite okay, and it won't be that crazy. But if you, for example, would be at a festival in some other country where you're not too familiar, I would be careful with them.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, and then there's Sunday. That starts even more early. Normally, I thought Sunday starts later because we can all take a little nap. But we start at 11:20.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
And I don't know how to pronounce this band's. Siwi Fan or Swiffen? I don't know. Siwi Fan. Hyro the Hero, Ronker, Kitty, Urna, Dead Angel, Step Wounds, 200 Step Wounds of course, Soulfly, Lowen, Testament, Filth, Godsmack, Sangwai Sugarbog, and In Flames. So I am looking forward this day to the band that I can pronounce. That's funny. Siwi Fan, I would like to see them. Then I like Kitty, Dead Angel, Soulfly.
Yeah.
If he doesn't throw with water bottles, Or maybe if it's 34 degrees, you can throw a water bottle.
Yeah, just stick with
Lowen-
the first 3 songs with Soulfly. I mean, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but the world knows we're a little crazy, so that's okay. Testament, I'm not. Yeah, well, Testament is Testament. But I'm looking forward to Godsmack and In Flames. I have no clue what Filth is about. So.
Yeah.
And you? What would you recommend me this day?
Well, if I would look at the lineup, I would say Death Angel, of course. But you probably expected me to say that. I think for you, Godsmack could be interesting.
Yes, that's one is on my list.
Yeah, and yeah, of course, In Flames is always interesting to watch. The songs are so catchy, so yeah. Who didn't grow up with In Flames? Yeah, I think that those are the favorites that I would recommend anyone to go watch.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna happen next week.
Nice. I think my festivals are over for the summer. The school life starts again, and well, that I have to see. There might be some live shows coming, and otherwise I have one cool event coming up in Sweden, which is the release party of Besiege. Guys, have you bought your tickets? It's a seated show in a theater. Buy your tickets. Come on, people. Do it. Don't wait till the last minute because you might be disappointed. I will be there, so if you're not wanting to see the band, you can also be there for a meet and greet with me, if that would be something.
Yes. So, we'll interview you. Who are you here to see? Not a band. I'm actually here to see Sabine.
Yeah, the girl from Templars Talks, you know.
Yes.
I highly doubt that will happen, but hey, if you gonna be there and you see me, sure, come say hi. I mean, that would be nice. And tell us what we would have to talk about. I mean, Rogier made his point very clear last week.
Yeah.
But we don't listen to only one person. We want to have a bit of an overview from what everybody's feeling. So, feel free to come up and talk about it if you want. That's always fun to listen to. Buy the tickets. If you go to their pages, you'll find a link, and it's not even expensive. It's pretty cheap, so just do it. So that was that.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah. I think we had an album coming up to discuss.
Yeah.
And I picked Green Carnation this time. I think it is the third one of a trilogy, so it's kind of the ending chapter.
Yes. GM.
And it has a whole long name. It's like, what is it called? A Dark Poem Part 3. The Messiah Complex. It's gonna be out, I think, well, was it the 28th or so? Of this month. Yeah, and no, it's early September even. Wow. Okay. Well, it's a 4-song release, but don't be mistaken because those songs, they are long. They're album length in total. I think about 40 minutes. So yeah, quite some to listen to. The first 2 albums have been released, of course, already, and when I was listening to this third one, they kind of announced that it would be sort of tying everything together, and I cannot agree more with that. But what did you think? I don't know if you heard the first 2 editions. I know at some point we
Nope.
wrote about them, but I wasn't sure who did that, and and such. So for me, it really sounds like an album that connects the two, but also I think it's an album that you can listen on your own very much. It's not like you need to listen to the previous parts per se. Yeah. What were your impressions on this?
Well, it was actually, I don't know if it was my first time listening to Green Carnation, but the first time that I know I was listening to Green Carnation, let me say it that way. So I don't think I've listened to the other albums. And it was kind of funny because I thought just the name Green Carnation, there's so many bands that you know the name but don't know the bands because you can't know it all. So I thought you were giving me some black metal. So without checking anything, I just put on the music and I expected something black metal. And it started and I was like, okay, this is not okay.
Yeah.
So that was fun. It starts really nice, and I thought, wait, this is way more something for me. So what is it? And I was checking while listening. I was checking what it said about Green Carnation, and I was like listening to that first song, Unconditional Artificial Chemistry, and I was like, And then I read it, and I came, they're from Norway, and they had Kjetil Nordhus, and I was like, Kjetil, wait, and I was like, yeah, I know this voice. Wasn't he, like, back in the days, the singer of Trail of Tears? And I was looking it up, because it wasn't in there, and I was like, hey, I was so right. But I really do love his voice. He is so versatile and so, I don't know, skilled, I would say. So I found it kind of funny to discover that little thing.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I very much like the album. I listened to it, I think, 3 or 4 times. I think the songs are really well put together. And I don't really have anything else to say about, the craftsmanship or the whatever. I just... from now, after these 3 or 4 listens, I can just say I like it. It's a nice album. I like the songs.
Yeah.
For the progressive kind of music, it has a little bit of everything, but it's not boring.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I hear people think that progressive music is boring. But it's not. I like it. And I would consider people to listen to it. So sorry, my review of this album is a little bit of the, tiny part. But I don't know. I think I need a lot more of this album before I can say something really good about this. For now, I definitely like it. I like the songs. It's not boring. Check it out.
Yeah, it has definitely a lot of details.
Sometimes an album needs to grow on you, and I think this album is one of those that I really need to hear a couple of more times before I can say something about it.
Yeah.
So, because if I do right now, I feel it will not be how do you say, justified to the album or something.
Yeah.
Like you say, there's so much in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a lot of detail in this album, and I really enjoy listening to how it grows in the songs. It's really like it's building up to something, and then it plays a little bit more with tempo. If you heard the second one from this trilogy, you can see that was a bit more flat or so. Not per se that it's super flat, but like there's a difference. If you listen to this album, it takes you a bit more through highs and lows in energy.
It's really nice.
And I kind of like that for them. I think a lot of people can identify with the words and the themes as well. It goes a lot about your identity, I guess. Who you want to be. disillusions, illusions, whatever. I like to leave that up for the listener a little bit to discover. And for example, if you listen to the title track, the Messiah Complex, I would think you hear a bit more of the progressive side coming forward. They play a little bit more with that. But if you look, for example, Broken Souls and Common Enemies, that track has a lot more variation in tempos, and it goes from slow towards the outburst, and then goes a little bit more backwards. And I don't know, it has such a dynamic movements in there that just, I don't know, it keeps me like listening, because it's also a long track, almost 9 minutes. So then you really need to take the listener along and make sure they don't skip it on to something else, and that's where it often goes wrong with bands going into this kind of sound, that they forget that not all the listeners are gonna stay with them. They have a focus on a very specific audience who really goes into the details and listens from beginning to the end. But I think if it's more made this way, and it probably comes natural to them. So what I say is more a marketing thing, but I feel like if it's made like this, then it creates more opportunities for a wider audience. And naturally, I think most bands don't think this way, but that's just what I want to say about it. So I just have to blur it out like that. So my summary, less melancholic probably than in the previous release. It has a bit more stable sound. Also,
it's not like doomy melancholic.
No.
And it doesn't stay there.
Exactly.
It's a cheerful melancholic.
Yeah. So yeah, a bit more progressive, more variation in tempo, and I must say I really enjoyed the guitars in this album a lot. I really enjoyed listening to that. So,
and I wanted to say, like, when you talked about that 9 minutes song, Broken Souls, Common Enemies, with songs that has a long duration, it's often, for me, it's sometimes that there's a nice guitar solo, but then they keep the solo going for 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm now done with it, But with this, they didn't smear it out and made you boring. It kind of, I don't know. It knew when to stop, and they did.
Yeah.
And then it flows into something else and keeps you interested. So that's nice.
Yeah, really nice. So this album was definitely a success for us, I guess, in the podcast. And I did chose not to send a black metal album, because I didn't find any black metal albums in my album that I could send to Elvira for starting her journey a little bit deeper into black metal. As you guys, if you heard the last episode, you will understand. So I'm not gonna just send any random black metal album just for it sending a black metal album. I thought this was a nice one that you would possibly enjoy too, and luckily I had a hit, so that's good. Who knows what September brings more? Maybe black metal, maybe something else. There will always be black metal in our inbox, because that's a genre that doesn't do seasons and continues to release steadily. So there will always be black metal, but not everything needs to be discussed. Some of them are just very nice to stay in people's basements, cellars, whatever they're living in. They were recorded in. Some of them should not be on the interwebs whatsoever, and then I won't feel like giving that a stage. All right, that is that. let's look a bit at the news that we have for these 2 weeks that I collected. Some of the more common news is that Hypocrisy, for example, cancelled their US tour. Visa issues. I think that's sad. I mean, Hypocrisy has been in the US plenty of times, so why suddenly this is an issue is not something that I can comprehend. I think that has a lot to do with politics, let's say it like that. But since
there was this funny thing the last was it, I think now already 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was Gojira playing America, I think, and then the drummer Mario was not allowed into the country, but his brother was, and I was like, so they're like always together.
Yeah. And they also have been in the US
kind of funny.
countless of
they
times.
Had someone. Yeah, so I found it kind of funny. But they had that guy from, of course now I don't know, the name was on the tip of my tongue, but the younger guy, the 21-year-old one, was stepping up, and I think he had the time of his life, and then at the end Mario could join, and then but it's so funny that these visa things are still like. I saw another band. They were playing an Australian tour, and they were also not allowed into the country. And it was even like 4 months in advance.
Yeah.
But they got a no, and I was like, so how
is that decision made? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I can understand because, let's be fair, members can have backgrounds with like having broken the law before, even if you're doing something minor in your own country. In the US, that might be a problem. But why was it never a problem before? You know?
Yeah.
If it was not a problem a year ago, why is it a problem suddenly now? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what surprises me most about this. But we hear it way too often, unfortunately, that bands don't get to play there. And on the other side, I also saw a band I don't even know going by on Instagram saying they were refused visa for Europe. So, seems like it sometimes also happens the other way around.
Works.
But yeah, that's what we have to deal with nowadays, I guess. Then, Adrian Vandenberg had to cancel the US tour, but this was not a visa thing. That's because he had a bacterial infection, and he was very sad because he apparently in the last 50 years never had to cancel any tours or so, and always went on even if he wasn't physically doing too well. He would still play. But now it was just not a possibility anymore. Of course, we're all getting older, so we're understanding and forgiving. But yeah, we saw Adrian recently doing a nice show in Into the Grave. So I'm sad that the US people don't get to see that. It would be nice for them to enjoy some Whitesnake Years tour. Because we had good fun watching it. It's definitely a good band for nostalgia and good vibes, I would say. Sad. Yeah, then a bit more funnier news. For people who watch the socials a little bit, they might have seen that Party Cannon, which I spoke about in our Stonehenge episodes, did a banana mosh pit thing, or had that going on. I don't even know how it came together. And they seem to joke that it was some sort of record of having the most bananas in a mosh pit ever or something. Yeah, it happened that people in banana suits were getting into for the pit all together, and I saw some videos and it looked really funny. But please, people, don't do this at every festival the band's playing, because those banana suits are pretty high and blocking the view for a lot of people who don't give a shit about bananas. So, yeah. That's. Yeah, and then
I saw at Wakker I saw the Dino band, what is it called?
Heavy Saurus!
Yeah, I saw Heavy Saurus playing Waka, and there were also in the middle of the audience like a couple of those people dressed up in those big, way too warm
T-Rex
dinosaur suits, jumping up and down. That was kind of funny to see, but if you're behind it, you cannot see a thing.
I think it was the German Heavy Saurus that played there.
It was the German
because I saw the Finnish ones in Tuska once in a tiny Tuska on the Sunday where the kids can come. They had the Heavy Saurus booked, and I was looking at it and I was thinking, okay, but actually there's quite some musicianship in that band. I mean, obviously the songs are very targeted to kids. Like the "Ow, I Hurt My Toe" or something is a song, literally. Sort of that sort of things. I think it's super cute to see, and I don't know. I always have to smile about it. I think every festival should have one of those kids bands in the early morning or something, so kids get to enjoy this a little bit.
I think at Waka they didn't even play in the morning, and I think there were not that many kids.
No, true.
And I think in the German group there's also quite some musicians that are not. They play in bands, well-known bands. So it's kind of, I don't know if they're having fun.
It's.
But the whole audience is going nuts, so it's kind of funny to see.
Yeah, really nice. I had one incident on my radar with Udo Dirk Snyder. They played at this what is it called? Pairaser Festival, Classic Rock Festival or something. And 2 members got seriously injured during the show by falling into a hole on the stage.
Sorry.
No, that's sad. I think it was...
I know, but...
This guy, Alan, was...
I'm a visual thinker. I'm so sorry. I just, I'm...
Yeah. Well, Alan had several severe bruises and injuries from the show, but he's able to play on. Peter, however, broke 3 ribs and will not be playing any shows in the near coming future because of this. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. Apparently, the band had also posted a social media post about it, stating that there were some severe safety issues at the festival that were happening. And yeah, that's... I mean, I know the careful listener knows my opinion about German festivals and their concern about safety. Like their lack of, so to say. I think this is one other example that proves the point a little bit. Sad that this has to happen and that people got seriously hurt, because 3 broken ribs is not nothing. That's not just...
No, that's
And
painful.
It was also not like he went to the front and fell off stage. It was a hole in the stage that caused this. Like, it's not that it was somebody accidentally stepping over the edge or something, which can happen if the lights are blinding you. But that was not the case at all. So, yeah, pretty sad. I hope he recovers soon. So, Peter, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, then I had another message about Till Gunner. They were kicked out of the Keep It True Legions event because of all the allegations going on. But the festival doesn't seem to elaborate a lot why they made their decision. So there's a lot of speculation online going. Nothing that we can confirm as being true, though. But yeah, we already discussed a little bit about it. And I guess eventually we'll get to hear more, or we don't. But yeah, Till Gunner is becoming increasingly growing on the suspicious list of bands you might not want to be associated with. So yeah, that's... And I think that was the last one I wrote down. I mean, obviously, you had another one that I didn't write down.
No.
So.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know if we have to discuss it.
I think everybody already read about it. And we can talk about it. But is that band still metal or so? Because that's, I don't know.
Yeah, but you always say we're not only metal.
Yeah.
So, but it was about the guy from Slipknot, the Sid Wilson.
The situation.
I just not. It was not so much the fact that he probably left the band. I don't even know where it stands right now, because it just floated on my timeline. That he supposedly left the band, but then there was others saying, yeah, maybe you should wait for an official statement, and then there was this, and then that one throws that, and then his, what was it, apparently not his wife, but his a non-fiancé, Kelly Osbourne, she threw dirt on the Instawebs, and then, it continues, and everybody had an opinion, and...
Yeah.
I don't know.
No one is really specific
strange.
about what is going on. So it makes it worse. Sometimes I guess it's just better to be specific so people don't fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
That's one chaos. And you can't escape it. So now it was
all he said, she said.
I got so sick of it. I was trying to cross all those messages off my timeline. I'm I don't want to hear about it anymore. It's none of my business what Kelly Osbourne has to say, and they keep popping up.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And then I saw, but, I did see discussion, but that, if you end your relationship and whatever, she was talking about child money or something.
Yeah.
But there was this whole discussion about it, and I was like, why do people put it online? But I think for someone like Kelly Osbourne, she lived her whole life online in the spotlights. And she knows whatever she's doing, it will be in the spotlights. Yeah. So maybe sometimes put it out there yourself or, use it if But still, I don't know. It was weird, but it was more weird that the news was, I think even the normal news was saying something about it, and I was like, why? So strange. And it was not even that, there was not even an official statement, and it was already in the news, and it was like...
Yeah, but is there a statement at the moment? Strange. There's still nothing from Slipknot.
I don't know. I believe there's nothing, so I don't know.
What are they waiting for? Tell us that we have to wait for something and we keep waiting. No, that doesn't work. People gonna fill in gaps, people. It might be that you need to be a little bit more specific about things if you don't want a mess out of everything. But I don't know. Not everything belongs to the audience, you would say. But if you're at that level, you might want to do some damage control by... just being a little bit more transparent. But I guess I don't know. I don't know what's going on, so maybe I'm too soon to say something, but I'm still eagerly waiting to see what Slipknot has to say about it. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
All right, I think that was it for the news. I don't have anything further.
Yeah, you had one more. I thought you had one more.
Oh.
You said.
Did I? Did I send you anything? Did I forget about it?
No. I thought you said you had one more, but I had also one.
No, I have no more. This is it.
Oh. There's no more, people.
Well, then
there's no more.
Then we have to go to the Ikigai. What made us happy? Well, I know what made you happy.
Yeah.
For me, it's a little bit boring, I guess, but travel, spontaneous trips.
To Sweden, yes, that makes you happy.
Road trips, are just something. You just spend time in your car with the music, and it's just that feeling of thinking you can do without having to do countless other things because you're on the road and that there's literally only one thing you can do and that's drive. So you're driving and then you have your thoughts and you can make sense of things. So that's why road trips are so super nice. And I liked it. And it was really nice. So, yeah.
So you took the car to Sweden?
Yeah, I drove my car. Because what's the point in taking a flight for that short period? I would have to travel to the airport, wait 2 hours. That means that I'm already 4 hours in, travel 1 hour and something, and then wait for being able to be released from the plane, get to the city, and then I cannot. You can't really fly to Malmö, and you have to just go to Copenhagen and take a train and all the traveling. You might as well drive. You're just as fast, and so I did that. But yeah, that was nice. Now your turn.
My turn. I bought a house, so that's fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of stress as well. But in the end, a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. And yeah, that's so nice. Elvira bought a new place, so I cannot wait to see how our future studio is going to look like, where we're gonna record our
studio
podcast. And
it's not epically big.
No, it doesn't have to be big. I mean, you basically need a computer.
The kitchen table.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, you said probably I'm going to be around for Christmas time to record side by side for the next episodes that we discussed that we will at some point need to come together and record. Maybe a black metal special. Yes. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe you're gonna teach me something about black metal, and we have to do the end of the year list.
That one.
Stuff like that.
But by that time you will be painting stuff and everything, so you might need some help from somebody who has a lot of experience in painting and
experience
doing stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, of course, I had spent a lot of time on Pinterest as well, in between all the stress to get the house. Because it wasn't easy. But I already decorated everything. Well, not everything, but lots of things.
But that's good. You already know what you want, so...
I think I'm actually gonna make my parents like some sort of hunting... They like to go to these thrift stores, and there's little things I would like a carpet and stuff.
Yeah.
And those are the things you can actually find at thrift stores.
True.
But they need to find a special thing. So I'm thinking I might maybe make them like a search and find PDF with all the colors and the details. And it can be this, but it cannot be this. And if you do think you found something, send me a photo and then...
Yeah. That's a thing, yeah.
Well, they have all the time. I'll be working to pay off my mortgage. So,
yeah. But then, at least you know what you want, and that's good. And
yes.
I hope that is going to be fun. I'm really curious to see it, and if I've snooped around a little bit because I got curious, and if it's the one I think it is, I have one very good advice for you. And that is, as soon as you start living there, organize a housewarming party and invite every single neighbor that lives on the other side of the road, because I saw 4 people with swimming pools. 4! One of them even has it covered.
Oh.
So you might want to go and
fun.
Look up if I'm correct. I mean, I've just snooped around. So if I'm correct, then go to Google, go to the satellite view, and then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
But I think it was even winter, not winter. There was not snow, but it wasn't like a sunny day from the Google view. So, but I will have a better look at the other side of the road.
Yeah, don't use the street view, but use the satellite view. Then you can see it. And if you look, one of them is really dirty. So skip that one if you have to. But the other one is like, there's one that's even covered, that's like sort of inside. So that's also nice for winter swimming parties, you know?
So I have a housewarming party. From which number are you? You're from... Wait, I checked my list. Oh. Yeah. Well, here it says you do not have...
You're on the guest list.
Sorry.
VIP.
You're not... Yeah, you're not on this guest list. First, we have a VIP party, and then... Oh, wait, you do have a swimming pool. Yes, I have you here. You're our VIP star this evening. Come on in, come on in. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe I also shouldn't blare my music the first couple of weeks. Blast it out. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Be safe and play some safe music at your housewarming, just in case.
Yeah, no comfort.
No. I promise I'll keep the black metal down.
Sabina enters the street.
Oh well, it was... I saw that and I just had to laugh so hard. I was like, yep, that's gonna be an interesting housewarming party.
Yep. And now people think I'm gonna live in a very big area with big houses, but I also think the whole street, I think, was tiny rental houses. So
yeah, well, we'll see. It looked nice indeed. Yeah. So,
and I'm looking forward to next Friday, because then it's gonna be into the Dynamo festival.
Yeah, yes, Dynamo. That's a thing.
So,
a lot of good things on the Ikigai this week. Very nice.
Yeah, I know.
Well, playlist then. I have an enormous long list because I've spent since the past 2 weeks at least 20-something hours in my car.
On the road.
So... yeah, maybe even 30-something hours if I count in all the work traffic as well. So, yeah.
Well, I can just say that I've been listening to everything I've always been listening, more or less. So, I'm not sure if I have to mention anything. Just, listen to the last episode and the episode before and the episode before, and then everything is covered. Oh, I did listen to... Oh, wait. There's one. I did listen to Opulenta in my car. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, and Behemoth. Mm-hmm. But the rest is pretty much the same old. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I'll start with mine. Of course, I've been listening to Besiege. Their album is gonna come out soon. I probably won't put it in the next episode because, I don't know, Elvira probably doesn't like it. So I will keep it to myself to review for the website. And, yeah, I like it so far. Go to the release party, people, once again. Furthermore, I've been listening to Tribulation because why not? Put some more goth in that. I've been listening to Alcest. I've kind of alphabetized my list a little bit. Amorphis. I've listened to Antrish. Augment. Bastard Town. And that's funny because when I was in Sweden driving to the coast, I came to this town that if you look, it's spelled a bit different, but it also looked a bit like Bastard. And I was like immediately thinking I need to play this album now because if you write it down, it almost says Bastard. So, yeah. Funny little details that nobody cares about, but I listen to Bastard Town.
Yeah.
Bloedhuis Noord, of course. I mean, if we're talking black metal, Sabina, then Bloedhuis Noord is definitely one that I am living and dying with. I listen to Cryptic Swift, Dagger Play, Dark Tranquility, Darkfall, Airshatu, Gold, Green Carnation, obviously.
Those, yeah.
Hacktivist, Izan, Iwanayoma, and then something else. The Manic Street Preachers, because that's just really good road trip music.
Yeah, and a little bit of one of your secret, no, not so secret, but your, how do you say that? God damn it, my head doesn't work anymore after the enthusiasm of the house. Your guilty pleasure.
Yeah, guilty pleasure, maybe. I don't feel guilty about listening to Manic Street Preachers at all, so it's just a pleasure.
No, I know, but that's the thing. How you say,
yeah.
But people call it your guilty pleasure, but it's not.
I don't know. Maraskun Lapset, because why not? Miseria Ultima. Even kijken. Then I has Mr. Ming, Monolith Death Cult, November, Raven, Rotting Christ, and then comes Silence. So that was quite a diverse list, I would say. And I hope I write down everything that I remember, because I might have listened something else that I forgot to write down. And yeah. I still have a lot of things to listen to lying down on my desk to review. I need to make some effort in doing that this week. So we'll spend time doing that. Of course, I need to write down my thoughts about Besiege, the band that I've been following for ages and liking for ages and, did photos for. So try to write a review about that. It's like the hardest thing ever to do is if you are really involved with a band, then you have to write a review about that album. So good luck to myself.
Yeah.
I've even thought I must give it to Kamse because she likes this kind of stuff also, and I think she would like it. But no, I cannot just give it away to someone else for doing. I must do it myself. Why?
Or maybe they would say you're close to the fire.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking of asking Gums, but I don't know.
And then you can still talk to me about it, about your opinion, but then the review stays.
I don't think it's your thing, so I wouldn't give it to you.
My thing?
No. No.
Why do you think it's not my thing? Because it has a female.
I don't know. I did play this music to you before, I think, in the car travels before, so...
Yes.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Okay.
I have to go through my email anyway, because it's a giant mess of stuff that I need to organize and promos that I need to sort and I don't know. Find out what we're going to do next time. It might be black, it might be not, and we'll see. I don't know. I think we're now seriously at the end of this episode. I have nothing more to talk about, and I guess the last message is buy your tickets for any show that you want, specifically the Besiege show, because I am going to be there and it's going to be fun. Enjoy your last festivals.
Everybody at Dynamo.
Yeah, I was saying enjoy the last festivals of the season, like Dynamo, for example.
And you can say hi to me.
Yeah, say hi to Elvira. That's also nice because people know who I am, so I get to meet some of you listeners. But Elvira is also going to be there, probably wearing a Dynamo crew t-shirt, so with a camera in her hand.
No. No,
you don't? No? Okay. Well...
No Dynamo crew shirt.
Okay, then she doesn't do that, but...
We never wear. I will have a camera in my hand.
Yes, you will have the camera.
And I'm tall.
Yeah. And I will send her on her way to do a little bit stuff for Templars as well, but she hasn't agreed to it yet, but I know she will. That. And, if you have anything for us to discuss in upcoming episodes, let us know. If you know that there's some album coming out that we need to look into, sure, drop us a comment. It could be black metal, but it could also be something else. Why not? We are always open to that. And if you have any juice, feel free to inform us and we go and look into it. We can also enjoy that a little bit. Social media digging, so to say. We don't need, we do want to have some facts and not just rumors, preferably. I guess then the last thing to do is, leave us a coffee or subscribe or anything like that. And,
Yes, I can use coffees at Dynamo.
Yeah, Elvira likes coffee. So, I'm a tea person, but Elvira likes coffee. So, bring it to her if you see her. She might even be convinced to do a selfie with you.
Yeah, maybe.
See? Maybe. All right. Time to go now. I think the last thing to do is say bye.